What up, y'all? I'm looking a mess, but happy Mental Health Monday. I am coming live from my new bedroom. I'm not fully moved in yet. I'm just kind of getting things prepped because I'm trying to get this transition moving along. And as you can probably guess, I'm not okay right now. Looking at this room, which was already hard to look at first, as it starts to get more empty, so I can start bringing more of my stuff in. It's becoming more real. It's hurting a lot. But this entire week, I tried to make a video already, and that thing came out to almost 20 minutes, and I was like, okay, that's too much. Let's take a deep breath, collect my thoughts. So let me just give you the rundown. I went to a few events that were amazing. A concert where I had this just amazing connection to the artists, the songs, and the fans, who we all just, we found this guy on TikTok. We just all found this like connection to each and every one of his songs. And man, if we weren't all just singing our little hearts out, especially these two dudes that were with us or in my area, we were singing every song word for word. And even one of the guys' girls was like, man, you guys went way too hard. Like, we just had this amazing just time vibing to this show, and it was great. I needed that. Went to my cousin's graduation. We hung out after, which we don't get to do very often, which was amazing. Went to Kelly Roots on Friday, and man, did I go on a journey. I went on a journey that really opened my eyes and just kind of put me in a state of euphoria. But in my journey, there were times of big, deep emotions, because my relationship with my ex was very deeply rooted in reggae music, and a lot of our time was spent me singing Common King songs to her, or us just vibing out to their music, going to their concerts and stuff. And that hit me hard, real hard. There was a moment where I almost had a breakdown and a panic attack there, but I was able to put myself in a better mindset, because I was actually in line to do a meet and greet with the Common Kings. And I had to just stop and say, hey, look, I could sit here and dwell on the things I don't have, or I can appreciate and be excited for the opportunity I was getting to get to meet these people again. I've met them before, but I get to meet them again in a different setting, and get to take a great group photo with the group, and then go about my day, wander around, ate some great food, had a big old smoothie with inside of a big ass pineapple. I'm bumping into random people. I'm talking to new people. I'm just enjoying my time, my life. And once I got past that little moment that I almost broke down, it was a beautiful day. Regardless of all the aches and pains I was feeling, I was just happy to be amongst all these people, not be tied down or constrained to anything. I could just go this way or that way, move here, move there, and just listen to amazing music. And I'm very thankful I got that opportunity. I went to a wedding on Saturday. Now, congratulations, AJ. Congratulations, Leo. You guys are a beautiful couple. I'm so glad I've got to experience some of your journey with you. You have been there for me, and the times I try to be there for you guys. And to see you guys marry that day was great. And I'm so thankful I was a part of that. But that was the first wedding I have been to since, my separation from my wife. And on top of there being a tribute to my B-Fam Maurice, right there, Mo Bitches, which already made me emotional. Just the environment of being at a wedding again was very, very difficult for me. And at one point, it became too much. I was shaking. I was having a hard time keeping it together. So I stood up to walk out, go to my car, and cry my eyes out. But in that moment when I stood up, my boy Steven, another B-Fam, He recognized it right away. He called my name out. He pointed out the door to the other direction, took me out by the lake, and just talked me down. We discussed things. He lifted me up with some of the stuff he was saying. He allowed me to speak my mind and vent, and he just showed me the love I needed at the moment, because I was really about to break down and go into a really, really sad, depressed state. But he stopped me from that. He allowed me to speak and express myself. He gave me great words and helped me express and release those emotions without having to dip so far down, which I could have been in a really bad place that moment, but it was good. It was good. I'm very thankful for that. That day, I had a conversation with my ex, which didn't go poorly at all. It was just a conversation. It didn't go great either. Like, the stuff that was said, I wasn't happy about some of the stuff that was said. Nothing was said in malice. It was no bad, blood or bad energy towards each other. It's just some of the stuff that we were saying back and forth. It's still not okay. We're still not at a place where we can really coexist outside of just parenting. I'm thankful that as parents, we have been on the same page for the most part. We are a good, solid team as parents, and I'm so thankful for her for that, because that's the most important part. But as we get closer to the separation of living situations and everything, it's getting harder and harder, where I feel that we are being cold to each other unnecessarily. And I had to come to realize that I don't think she does it on purpose, because she finally let me know that some of the ways that I've been speaking to her make her feel the same way. So I can't let myself overreact anymore when it comes to how things are being said, or certain body languages and stuff, because it's not being done out of malice. I have to understand that, even though I feel it in the moment that the things that are being said, the way that things are said, or the way, the attitude I'm getting, it's not something done to me. It is something that I'm perceiving on my end. And I spoke about this in a video a long time ago, but somebody may be toxic to you in your story, but you are the toxic one in their story. Regardless of who's doing what, the presence of an individual in the current situation is just toxic. Whether it is my actions, their actions, or my state of mind, their state of mind, whatever is going on in that moment is creating the toxicity. Whoever you become in that time creates the toxicity between two individuals. And it's not always done specifically to hurt somebody. Sometimes, yes, somebody does this, that's horrible, then it creates this toxic environment. Or, this person did this person that. But I truly believe that there has been changes in the two of us over the last few years, with, loss of friends, the pandemic, and then, having a child. It creates changes in people and who they are. And once I understand that, once she understands that, once anybody understands that, we can learn to kind of part ways or create a better situation where we can live cohesively. So I'm trying to think of it in that state of mind, instead of just that you did me wrong, you did me wrong, you did me wrong, you did me wrong. Because again, if I keep doing that, it's not going to make my life better. It's just going to make me more angry. It's going to make me more depressed. So I'm trying to think of things from a better standpoint, which is hard. It's very difficult, because in the moment we react. You can't stop a reaction, because that's what happens in the moment. But what we can do is, when we first react, we can try to take a step back, breathe, and assess what's going on. Assess why I'm feeling this way. Why do I want to react in this fashion versus the other? And not everybody can do that. Not everyone can do that. So I'm reminding myself, I'm sharing this with you. The first reaction is okay. It's the action you take after your initial reaction. That's what's important. Are you going to get mad at something and then react with anger? Or are you going to get mad, stop, take a deep breath, assess what's going on, and make a choice to handle a situation in the best way possible? And that's just growing up. That's being an adult. Not everybody is able or willing to do that in all situations. So I'm trying to be as mature about everything as I can. I'm trying to make good choices for myself. I'm trying to get more sleep. I'm trying to work out again. Now that my knee's feeling a little bit better, my chest feels like it's a little more healed, I'm trying to get back out into the gyms. I'm trying to go for walks. I have podcasts lined up with other people so we could discuss things. I've had conversations that need to stay off camera and off, off the record. But I've had conversations with people, and people are opening up to me. I'm allowed to open up to other people, and we are helping each other come to terms with all the craziness in our life, the depressions, the anger, the people who do us wrong. When we realize we've done wrong, and instead we can't accept that, or it's hard for us to accept it. So hopefully we can keep creating these dialogues. Hopefully we can keep assisting each other in our journey to be a better person, to be stronger with our mental health. And I say stronger with our mental health because, again, like when we work out to get stronger, we work out to get faster, have better endurance, all that stuff. We're working our bodies to be better. We got to work on our minds to be stronger, because mental health is about being mentally strong. And it's okay to be weak sometimes, but we need to make sure that we are trying to push ourselves to be better able to handle the situations we're in. I went a little long today, but that's okay. I am doing okay. I'm recognizing how depressed I still am. And my anger isn't taking hold of me as it was before. I feel I'm a lot calmer person. I'm not letting my need to be happy cloud my judgment as much as it was before. And I am now proactively taking steps to do what needs to be done versus dreading what's coming and procrastinating. So be on the lookout for some more of these podcasts. I do have a few people lined up for this week and the following week. So hopefully I can get them all set up, recorded, edited, and put out there. So we have a few more of our community, people in our community, to voice their stories, what their struggles, what they're going through, to create a bigger, reach, so that it's not just me talking, it's more people. We're seeing different types of people expressing themselves. Man, this one's really long again, y'all, but I'm sorry, but I had to get this one out. I am in a place I don't want to be. These four walls feel like a prison, but I've got to make it my kingdom. Love y'all. Stay healthy out there, stay safe. Love y'all.